Have you ever walked into your local gun store, checked out the used gun case, and saw a pistol in there that you just had to have? It was in fantastic shape, and even better, was priced so well that you had to purchase it right there on the spot. Well, if that's the case, then this video is for you. Please like and subscribe to the channel down below. We're getting ready to tabletop the extremely popular Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield Plus. Then we're going to go out to the range, run a couple drills, see how she performs. How's that sound? Cool? Right on. Stand by. Get ready for the goodness. Back. Hey, don't let the paper box deter you. It's just something that Smith & Wesson does. Go ahead and look at the pistol. You can get an idea. It doesn't come with the anti-rust proof bag since this was a trade-in or something with the range wall wasn't included, but there's a representative example of what you're going to get in terms of packaging and contents. Registration card, etc. Go ahead and get the box out of the way. Smith & Wesson is based currently in Springfield, Massachusetts. I say currently because they are moving to Tennessee, and rightfully so. In case you missed it, they're announcing next year in 2023 that they're going to move their headquarters and their main operation down there. I think they may have some other operations or a subset of things still going on in the Springfield. It's unfortunate. They've been in Springfield over 100 years, have a nice, rich, long history, nothing in the chamber, of successful firearms making. But, you know, you got to go places where you can get states will give you good incentives. They support your business, allow you to grow and prosper, and then you can get great workers that truly care. Smith & Wesson, I have no doubt you're going to be great. If you grow, we all grow, and we want it to be a win-win for everybody. You got to get out of those states that don't support it, whether you're an end user or a business. All right, let's double back for a second, talk about the original shields. You guys remember the original shields? They came out in the year 2012. Man, that's been 10 years ago, a decade. Gosh, that little crunchy trigger, but the dependability and reliability of that trigger was awesome. And then we all remember the M&P 2.0 came out in 2017. It had the cool, aggressive stipple. Is it too aggressive? We all liked it. We kind of liked it, right? And then in 2018, they came out with the M&P Easies. They were sliding really good. This guy slides good, by the way, but they slided like butter. A lot of people don't have the grip strength. Women, people with arthritis, small-handed individuals. Racking your slide for a production assembly line gun, making it so smooth and, dare I say, feeling like a 1911, that was awesome. Those are very popular. In fact, the entire Smith & Wesson Shield lineup has been popular. I would go out on a limb to say by 2021, which was last year, the company has shipped over 4 million M&P shields across their entire line. It's just highly, highly successful. So let's have a look here and see what they're doing here with this M&P 9 Shield Plus. This guy has the capacity. He's been updated, right? Their engineers redesigned 13 round extended mag with one in the chamber. This feels really good in the hand. Can run with the big boys on this. And then the flush fit magazine was our 10 round magazine with one in the chamber. Of course, we're in a crowded space, right? These guys are a later entrant with their refreshed model. Competition is Sig Sauer P365, Springfield Hellcat, Glock 43X, Ruger Max 9, the Taurus G2s, G3s, and then probably about 20 other manufacturers. If you're Smith & Wesson, they're here. They've arrived. The Shield is back. That's the theme here. Shield is back. They've been updated. You got enough magazine capacity. You can now go run and gun this puppy. Let's also dive in. We got a 3.1 inch barrel. We've got 6.1 inch overall length. If you look at length, we're going to be longer than a Sig. We're going to be a little shorter than the Glock 43X. Going to be kind of in that middle part of the spectrum. Going to be a little heavier than others. There's more material. So it's a trade-off. You can go too small and not find comfort. You can go too big, feel the comfort, but then you're printing. So it's a fine line of a balance. I think the Shield Plus is great. It's going to be great for any of those new gun owners, great for traditional gun owners, great for people that worry about their personal safety and they take that seriously. It's a good one to add to your collection. Is it the one gun to rule them all? No, probably not. But remember, I got this at a great price. and I'm really enjoying it so far. So I'm gonna show it, take it out. You guys will see what it's like too. Hopefully that'll come across in the video later when we're shooting. Grip angle. The Glock grip angle is a little more canted. My wrist lock breaks a little more forward. A 1911 style, I'm a little more up. Right? This guy's kind of in that middle. They call it the 18 degree. What I find in my muscle memory, this is a more upright, natural feeling. If that's your thing, you're gonna notice that this feels real comfortable. The point of aim is gonna be very good for this. Nothing bad about it at all. In terms of trigger and stippling, let's start with stippling first. The stippling has been throttled back, so it's not as aggressive as the 2.0. I have a friend that has the Smith & Wesson 2.0 in 45 ACP, and it was very aggressive. He said, hey, Justin, I had to sell that. And it was rubbing me raw when I was carrying it inside the waistband. Of course, everything has a point and a counterpoint. I could have said, hey, just wear a t-shirt on underneath that as you're carrying it, and that'll help mitigate that. But it bothered him. He sold the gun. In terms of the Shield Plus, you don't have that problem. You can have a texture very reminiscent, dare I say, like a SEG P365. So it's good enough. I like it. I haven't run into any of this when I was carrying IWB. Now I do use holsters that have high sweat guards. So who makes this? C&G. So there's just something available. C&G had a little bump out. This rig seems to be good. One of the things real quick that you know about rigs is you never want to carry anything IWB if it's pushing on your magazine release button. So always look out for that when you're holstering. I know there's a lot of holster nerds out there. You can see how this one works. They've built in enough where it's not pushing. That's very important. You don't want anything to eject your magazine out. If you have a holster that does that, if it's flexing on you like that, you throw that thing right away. Don't carry it, all right? So really love the stipple. It's aggressive without rubbing your raw when you're carrying inside the waistband. I think this is perfect. In terms of ability to break this guy down, the controls are very simple. It's the easiest thing. Knock that down to 90 degrees, drop the slide release lever, pull the trigger, slides right off. You're at field strip, do your maintenance, come back together, put that on like that, move that lever back, man, you're back in action. Now, since I'm pulling on the trigger, let's talk about the trigger. Trigger is fantastic. We remember the curved trigger of the 1.0, that hinge trigger. I'm just gonna say it, man, it was crunchy. It was crunchy. They came out with the Performance Center back in the day. It was a lot smoother. So that was the thing. I opted to go to the Performance Center versus the original. Now, that's all gone. That's all fixed, right? You now have a flat-faced, slightly curved bow trigger with a great big safety tab that's going to engage really well. One of the things you want to think about when it comes to triggers is if you grip real high on the trigger, this thing needs to go bang when you pull the trigger, period, end of the day. So you can see what Smith & Wesson, and keep this in mind if you're looking at aftermarket too. I've seen some aftermarket triggers where the tab is only half the length of the trigger. That means you have to engage it down here in order to get that to clear. See that little piece right there? It's got to clear, right, in order for that trigger to drop. If you can't clear that, you're going to have problems. I really like what these guys have done. This is a comfortable trigger. We're going to take the slack out, gets it to the 90-degree break, and then I'm going to try to put pressure. There's no movement here, which is what I like. It's going to just break. Boom, break on that. And then reset. Reset, a lot of manufacturers and guns have great resetting triggers these days. This guy's no exception. His reset's good. And break. Man. All right, let's do a quick trigger pull test because you guys like it when I do that. I'll break up my wheeler gauge. We do need to speed up on our time here. All right, here we go. We are at 4.5 pounds. All right, I may have pulled that one a little low, so we'll set it up and run it again. Try to pull more towards the middle this time. All right, that one came in at 5.4. So we'll do one more to break the tie. We were at 4.5, then we went to 5.5. And I'm at 5. So anywhere between 4.5, 5.5 pounds. That's a good breaking trigger right there. Let's go around the gun. You get good grip purchase. Got no problem with that. I do print when I have the extended more, so I like to carry with the 10-round magazine, so I have a smallest profile as possible. This is a metal mag release button, so it ejects really good. And this mag release button is reversible if you're a lefty. Controls are very comfortable, got no issues there, and there's no serrations on the trigger guard. And that's okay, that's not a problem. For example, the P365 also does not have trigger guard serrations, but yet the Glock 43X does. If that's your thing, just pointing it out, it's not there. Another thing that's not there is our pick rail. You can add a light, but you buy the Smith & Wesson light that grabs around the trigger guard. So if you want to do a light, you're kind of locked into buying theirs. I do wish that Smith & Wesson will, in the next revision, will fix that. So I will go with that's a con. You can get a light if you want it. The other thing here is our serrations. You see a scallop serration. Now these look really cool. They add charisma, flair, and style. However, they're not as deep. They're not cut deep. This is my second thing that I would recommend that's a con. I can rack this slide, no issues, but you will slip and slide a little bit. Front serration, same thing. That's not really a front serration. So you will slide if you do press checks. However, that's okay too, as long as you're not in front of the muzzle. Don't flag yourself. Okay, but down here, definitely there's room for improvement. So those are my two main things right out of the gate for the Smith & Wesson. Work on serrations, keep the same style, really like that, dig it. Just make them deeper, cut deeper into the slide, and figure out what you're going to do with the front. Also, put a pick rail on there. Everything else in this gun is great. Let's talk about the sights. You do get metal 3-dot sights. These are not phosphorescent and they're not tritium. There's no tritium vials. However, they're not plastic, they're metal. So they're adequate, they're fair, they're good. You do have some serrations here on the back. I would imagine this could be upgraded. It's probably one of the popular upgrades if you're into night sights. Obviously, this is not a red dot optic ready version. This was a trade-in or something off the wall, so that's how I got the good deal. You do have a loaded chamber indicator, which is nice, and it does say 9mm. Overall, I'm really liking this gun. Caution, capable of firing with magazine removed. That is so annoying. I don't know. I don't know if that's a Massachusetts thing or what. Hopefully that goes away in the future as well. In terms of option types, you guys know the lineup. You can got the Shield Plus, as you see here, without manual safety, or you can get them with manual safety if that's your thing. Second option is Shield Plus Optics Ready with the Optics Ready cut so that you can mount your red dot of your choosing there. Of course, if you ask me, I'm going to recommend you get all pistols now with red dot cuts because that is the future. It is the future. Get comfortable, take a class, learn how to shoot those. Get some good training, and make sure you get with a good guy. And last but not least, they still have the Shield Plus in the performance model. That's going to have your fiber optic sights, which is very bright red and green, and then you're going to have a ported barrel with a ported slide. And the intent on that is to reduce muzzle recoil and let you get back on target fast. Overall, I think the M&P Shield Plus is awesome. It's Smith & Wesson's highest capacity micro compact pistol that the company has ever made. That's my theme. The Shield is back. Let's take it to the range. Stand by. All right, we're at the range. Looking forward to shooting the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. Should be a good time. There she is. All right, I've got a standard target, A-zone in it, kind of in a triangle pattern, and then we've got a kind of a head box. We're gonna be shooting the A-zone on this, and we are shooting continue to shoot my 1,000 rounds of Turin. Here we go on that, 115 grain. We're gonna do the single shot. We're running out to 30, see how accurate she is, and then we're gonna bring it back in the land of personal defense. We're gonna run it all our drills at 21 feet today with this particular firearm. We'll see how she does. All right. Oops. All right. Send it out. All right. Let me put on my ear and eye protection. I'm going to shoot the extended mag with the 1 round. Load and make ready. Think of my stance, my breathing, all that fun stuff. Focus on my front sight. All right, lock back on empty. Sweet. A little bit of a snap, but not too bad at all. Let's bring it in. and see how it looks. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's money. Okay, cool. Well, let's keep this rolling. Let's now take it out to 21. Get back out there. Shot great. What are you gonna say? Nice sternum right in the solar plexus shot. 13 round mag dump. All right, there you have it. Pretty good shooting. I have a couple flyers here, but overall I'm very pleased. Hey, to be on the A zone, stopping the bad guy at bad guy distances, I'm good with that. This guy performed and didn't have any malfunctions or anything. Ate up the various types of ammos that I had on film and off film. Overall, I'm very pleased with Smith & Wesson's and their new M&P 9 Shield Plus. I do think it's going to be a great addition to the market. It is a crowded space out there, but if you come across one, have no regrets, give it a go. You're going to be pleased with it. The enhanced capacity that they did with the Shield, kind of modernizing it, it's going to bring that back into the game. It's been refreshed, so have no problems there running it as your personal defense weapon. It's going to give you everything that you would expect. For fans that love American-made, hey, M&P Pistols is for you. The Shield Plus is going to fit right in there as a fan favorite. So as always, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to end it there. Take care of yourselves. Let me know what shield you have down below. All right, what are you running? Take care of yourselves. We're out of here. See ya.